Everybody do. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the Irv Gotti shit. Matter of fact, you seen the Supreme Team documentary yet?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Did you see the captain, Derek Jeter?
No, I haven't seen that.
You were like that. Even if you
I
don't
fuck
with
with the
baseball
Yankees.
or whatever, you were like
I'm
that
a
shit.
Yankee fan. Come on, yeah.
You will like that documentary just off of like the documentary. Fuck the story. Like the documentary itself is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
But yeah, like Irv Gotti was doing it. Like everybody do that. It's hip hop. These niggas is just recycling.
And here's the thing. When you got in it, you kind of knew what it was. Like you read the book. You know what I'm saying? You knew that this is within the margins of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that some people don't know the rules.
People don't know the rules. This is what I came to realize. Like
people don't.
Once I got on the side of like developing artists and you know bringing niggas up and getting them signed and doing this shit, I was like, yo, people really don't understand this business. All they know is like
what they see on TV.
Yeah, they know the screen.
Yeah,
they don't know the inner work, and like people act like they do. And when I was younger, when I was trying to get in the game, first of all I thought motherfuckers in the music industry was a lot smarter than they
are. What do you mean, like artists or
everybody?
Facts. Everyone, managers, whoever.
It's only like the smart people in music.
Mm-hmm.
They do a certain job. You know what I'm saying? They are smart psychologically. You never know who they are. You'll never know those people because their job is not.
It's not on the front end. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very mundane or something like that.
Yeah, so one thing
accountants.
One thing I came to learn in the music industry is just because you're talented don't make you smart. Just because you got a high position, just because you make a lot of money don't make you smart. So like I always thought everybody was smart because when this shit was going on, like you make a lot of money, you gotta be smart to make a lot of money. You don't. I didn't know that. So
foolish things we think.
Right. So I'm looking at the industry and I'm like, damn, I could take whatever I want because I know how to learn methods. Right. And this shit is a method, and people don't understand that it's a method. Right. People think shit go viral by accident.
So, how about this? The dude who, like you said, put you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Who answered your email? What did he end up transitioning towards? Because once you, like you say, you graduate, you tour managing, you know what I'm saying. Then you moving up. What's the gradual progression?
So Mike Karen, that's the nigga that's the first one that answered the email. Mike Karen, he's still doing what he do. He runs like hella different publishing companies and shit.
Okay.
He's like
lucrative. Publishing is going to do
crazy. He owns publishing.
He's good.
He has a label called Artist Publishing Group.
Mm-hmm.
Signed Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty tour manager before too.
Okay, yeah, you worked with Rico for a second.
So now the nigga that put me on,
all right,
that first gave me an internship, a job, a chance, made me a tour manager, this, that, and the third. He now works at a platform called Beat Club, which is owned by Timbaland.
Okay. Timbaland was big on like Twitch for a minute, running it up for a second. I haven't seen him on in a minute, but
well, because that nigga got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
The Beat Club shit is crazy.
Okay.
It's like a online marketplace for sounds.
Okay.
Vocals.
Okay.
Drum patterns, shit like that.
An online marketplace. So
if I'm a producer, I could go and get Boy Wonder's drums and Brandy's vocals and fucking whoever's fucking melodies.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know chords, yes, to get some Scott Storch chords.
Make a beat, boom.
At a price.
At a price. But if I subscribe to it, I got access to all this shit.
Of course, because everything is about the subscription model nowadays.
And then Timbaland runs Versus.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
yeah, he did that.
That nigga plenty busy.
You know
what I'm saying?
Speaking of what, talk about that. Now, you work artists. You don't really work records. You know what I'm saying?
Work records.
You don't work records.
Yeah.
You work artists. So, how does streaming affect you working artists, or does it not affect you working artists? People who work records scream about streaming.
If you work an artist, streaming will come.
Yeah.
If an artist is streaming, people will listen. So like, it's two different things. Like, there's a lot of artists who stream. People pick up these artists that stream, and those are the ones who you never really like. You hear about one song and they go. A Juice WRLD might be an example. Like, he was big, but like,
I feel you.
You know
it never really.
never really was like.
It never really landed for me.
A household name. You could go anywhere and say Travis Scott.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Because they work the artist.
Right.
Shows, relationships, his kid, his clothes, everything he did was promotion. So it don't matter if my song stream.
It don't.
You always gonna fuck with me.
So they not tripping off the streaming numbers. Is the streaming numbers.
Yeah, and they care. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's money too. But
right.
they know how much they rigging the streaming. So they don't really.
Hey, yo, did you ever see that episode of Vice where they was talking about the streaming farms, yo? They was showing literally niggas had 1,100 phones in a room, all of them just so they could all have different IP addresses.
Let me tell you, bro, I was caught up in all of that shit.
Whoa.
You heard me? This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, this shit is a method. It's not a fucking...
It's not an accident that anybody got on.
Never. Come on, bro.
That anybody hit.
When you hear about people talking about he has 1 billion streams on Spotify.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. For real?
Okay, and?
Word? Right. And?
What that mean? He got the most streams ever on Spotify. So what?
So what?
What is he doing?
Exactly.
He's got the most NBA YoungBoy. He's got the most YouTube streams ever.
Right.
Okay.
You right. And
he making money. He doing his thing. He's selling for the label, but he keep going to jail. How the fuck is he doing this? Y'all making it so.
This is true. I always wonder how the hood do not have streaming services, yo. The hood, people in the hood do not have Apple, Tidal, They be running YouTube.
That's why.
Running it up with YoungBoy on YouTube. So I'm sitting here like, yo, this is more powerful than what they, like.
And so back to the streaming firms, nigga. It ain't just motherfucking Spotify.
It ain't, right. It's everybody. They running it up on YouTube and all that. Because this can't be that they got 1 billion. I mean, what's going on over here, G? So, do streams transport to butts in seat? Of course not. I mean, obviously when we talk about that. But even to a percentage. Like, can you look at an artist and say that, yo, their song seem to be booming on a little bit on the streams?
So it go hand in hand, right? So it's like, you might be streaming, but you got to go where the streams are. So like, you might be streaming and all your streams coming in out the Midwest.
Right.
You can't go do a show in New York, but you go to Midwest and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine, because if you could just run the Midwest circuit, that's where it's at. That's where all of the shows is at.
There you go.
That's where the bulk of the tour is. You go you do New York, then you run down the motherfucking East Coast. That's the South. Then after the South, you run West. And you go Texas and fucking Colorado and Chicago and all that shit.
And now, we were talking earlier, you was talking about how Skilly or whatever, that's in that 30-50. Rappers going those Midwest shows, same kind of range.
Yeah, because in the Midwest it's just a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
You think like.
So what kind of venues we talking about? We talking about like Live Nation venues, whatever.
Yeah, you talking Live Nation venues.
Okay.
Live Nation venues is like like.
That's where you get those kind of bags. You're not doing that at a club or. How many places have places like the 930 Club or something like that?
Everybody pretty much got their little
independent venue.
Everybody got their little venue that's like, couple hundred people, like 500 capacity. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, like, if you could go around the country and do 500,
right?
Like, you doing something.
Okay.
So to the point I made earlier.
What y'all doing? Like thousands, 2000s?
Skilly probably can't do. He probably got to do 1,000 caps. Now that's to say depends on where you at.
Okay.
Cause in New York he got to do a 5,000 cap.
Yeah.
He can't go back to Urban Plaza. He sold it out. You know what I'm saying? He got to upgrade from Urban Plaza. He got.
So what's next?
Terminal.
Yes.
Do Terminal next.
Okay.
But you could go to fucking Chicago and do 1,000 cap.
Different market.
They
Definitely.
might not know you as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That comes down to like the agent.
Okay.
Really knowing the artist and knowing where the market is at.
Okay.
And niggas could do it. You could do it. So you could do that type of shit off of Spotify, off of your streams and shit. Like, no, alright.
Know how it's gonna play out in certain parts of the country.
Like they love me. If you say they love me in Houston.
Okay.
In Houston, I gotta go. Maybe I could go to the House of Blues.
Okay. And the geographical data is a little more reliable than the numbers.
Yeah.
Like where the streams coming from matter.
Yeah.
A little bit more than the amount. Okay. I get that. I mean, again, you ain't learn all this just by reading, but you did read a lot. What's the other shit you read? You read everything you know about the industry.
So it was this other book. It was like it was a textbook. I don't even know what the name of it was. It was like, for lack of a better fucking title, it was Music Industry 101, right?
Okay.
And it was a textbook, and it literally like, if you could think about any textbook you ever saw, chapter 1, introduction. Chapter 2, management. Chapter 3, publishing. Chapter 4. And it just defined what it is, then tells you practical examples of it. And then I was reading like hella articles and just like behind the scenes like little shit, watching documentaries. And then once I got with my first little internship, them niggas was so plugged in. Just sitting around them and listening.
Yeah.
You hearing the ins and
Picking
outs.
up game, listening is
crazy. Cause like niggas, like when I first was in the studio, motherfuckers was walking in. Like it's people who, you know what I'm saying, so manager, this one work at the label, that's the radio, fucking Flex, like all these niggas, like anybody, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And they just walking in and out.
They just walking in, yo, what's up, what's good? They telling stories, yo, this happened, yo, this nigga just, and then like breaking news always happens, right? So like when fucking, like I always tell niggas when Fab had his issue, I heard about that shit in the studio days before. And when it came out, I was like, cause you know niggas chat, so like I'm sitting there thinking like, you know, this could be truth or it could be false. I don't believe shit. I don't believe nothing I just hear. Like,
and you definitely gotta keep that demeanor when you're around niggas. I'm not about to be reacting to that shit. Like, all right.
Word, okay. Word. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
That's it.
Back to what we was doing or whatever.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
When the shit came out, I was like, oh, he did that shit. And niggas was like talking about it like, oh, it's just speculation. I'm telling niggas I'm close to him like, oh, he did that shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
I was over it. You know what I'm saying?
Good authority.
Like, oh my goodness. And that shit be controversial in like the industry too, because it's all this fucking shit going around. All these niggas, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay tight. You just gotta stay locked.
Yeah. And that be the shit too. It's like you get caught up in a lot of shit because you know you meet a lot of people and then you meet somebody through somebody. They situation becomes your situation because that's how I know you. So now I can't fuck with you because you fuck with him. I don't know what your relationship is. Dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like,
hey, listen, you already know. Let me tell you something. And this dancehall shit, that it's like that times 12. We already that emotional shit. It's gonna be a lot of teeth kissing. Fuck that nigga. Lot of, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Who is this nigga? You know
but the crazy thing is, like, the Jamaican niggas fuck with me because
Yeah.
be so calm with it. Like,
That's where you win.
I be like, yo, like.
That's where you win,
Like we did this one promoter, he was like fucking bitching about something. I'm like, yo, why are you so upset about, bro? We gonna get this shit done. I promise you, just relax.
We gonna do this shit, G.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
these niggas like it be hilarious. Like when they meet me finally, because we do a lot of business obviously on the phone, email.
That's what I was
and
gonna say.
All the emotions is coming through. You can
Word.
see it. Like I could tell you typed this
So,
man
like,
fast. You got typos and shit.
Exactly. So like with wireless and all of that, like when it was time, when you got there, everything was more or less taken care of.
The first one, yes. The second one was a little discombobulated.
little shabby.
The first one, we definitely we got there, and this for some reason it's a panic business. Like everybody be in a panic. You pull up
putting out fires and shit.
Yeah, so we had to pull up to get our credentials and shit. I pull up, and we all together. You know what I'm saying? We all in the.
Mm-hmm.
So they like, Larry, where we getting our shit from? I'm like, right there at the booth.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me out. Y'all niggas just sit here and relax. I go. It's like 3 people at the booth talking shit, and I'm like, yo, when they finish, I'm like, here's my name, blah blah blah. Certain shit wasn't together, and I'm like, okay, don't worry about it because I know it's. You know what I'm saying? I got emails that say it's here, everything. So just go ahead and figure it out.
Well, no doubt.
You know
I'm cool. Y'all go ahead and do your thing.
I ain't tripping. They're like, yo, your driver, we don't have his registration. We don't know. I'm like, don't worry about it.
It's fine.
I sent in. I got approval and all that. Just
it's fine.
Call somebody that you gotta call. And,
whoever, we'll work it out.
And then it ended up like we had to walk. We had to get out the car and walk instead of
being driven into the gates or whatever.
And I'm like, yo,
where is
we
it,
gotta
Birmingham?
get out and walk. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, we gotta get out and walk to the.
That's why y'all had to walk through the fight.
No, we had to walk. So where we was at, the fight happened in the artist compound. So that's But we was in our room when it happened.
Oh, word? Oh,
so we just looking over the shit like, shit.
So this might have been like some of the London Tugs, like my boy, like Santan Dave. I fucks with all of them for real.
I don't know who. It was a bunch of
the London niggas, the boys from the ends. Okay.
Yeah, but when we got there, everything was smooth. Like I tell the artist like, yo, we got to get out and walk. And he like. Can't drive up there. I'm like, we could drive, but we gotta sit here and wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. Like, I keep this shit like, I try not to treat the artist like he's a fucking special person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you can't.
Niggas' legs work. We can just
like, yo,
save a
we
minute.
can walk, bro. We hire security so that when we outside, we're safe. So you have security. Let's fucking walk.
Also, nigga, you not fucking Pope John Paul.
And the other thing is, we're in the part of the venue where. Everything is secure.
We not even in the pit, G.
Don't worry about it. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like once I get to like explaining niggas, talking to niggas, and when niggas see how like regular shit be to me, they be like, all right, we do it.
You haven't worked with niggas who are big enough or thought they was big enough to be like, nah, fuck that, I'm going to sit.
Oh yes, I have. But, like my shit is like. Whatever. We moving how you tell me we gotta move because at the end of the day, this is your show. You know what I'm saying? And we should be moving how what makes you comfortable because you being comfortable makes my job easier.
Word.
So if you feel like you
gets us more work because if you perform well, then we.
Exactly.
Okay, I get you. You play the long. We playing the long game here. Yeah. I got you.
Whatever you want to do. I'm going about what you tell me.
We going.
Yeah. It's like this. Oh, you're not moving until the driver can get in? Okay, fine. Yo, listen, the driver gonna sit right here.
Right there.
Get his credentials and then we gonna go inside.
Love that. I mean, what else we gonna do?
Because at the end of the day, I gotta deliver your wishes. So that's what.
Wow.
That's when the promoters get emotional with me because I'm like, yo, listen, your contract says.
And now from reading that book, the first book you said everything you need to know about the record industry, contracts is everything.
Contracts. First of all, every contract. I learned 2 things about contracts from that book.
Okay.
Every contract has a key to unlock that bitch. Termination clause.
Yes, every one of them.
At the very same time, contracts are binding.
You get me.
So
when you sign it, you signed it.
You said you was gonna book us first class flights, not fucking economy. Book the first class flight, or I'm not bringing him to your city.
We're not doing it.
Okay, you told us we was gonna have 4-star hotels. This is a 3-star. So you need to get him the best room in here, or we gonna get on a plane and go home.
I love it.
He's supposed to have 7 cubes of ice in his cup. It's not there. I'm not bringing him to the stage.
I love it, G.
Cause you're not about to have this nigga asking me where it's at. Yo, where my ice at?
Cause nigga, I'm not bringing it.
Nigga, I came here with you. I don't know where the ice at. We came together. Nigga.
We came together,
nigga. I don't have the ice.
This your first time in Birmingham? Me too.
You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
What is we saying? Hey,
so
wow.
I be going hard on the promoter niggas, and they be getting upset because I'm like, yo, this nigga gonna come in here, bitching, sucking his teeth, mad at me, and that's gonna make me mad at you. So now it's not gonna go smooth. So my main trump card is I'm not bringing the artist.
That's all you can do.
The artist is listening to me.
That's your leverage right there.
You can't go talk to him and tell him nothing.
I feel you.
Because then he gonna say, Larry, what did you just say?
I feel you.
And I'm gonna be like,
and I mean, and how often is this kind of negotiations having to take place? Like, is it always like a little something at the end, or is it smooth?
And it's like, so when you go to festivals, they tell you straight up, we're not giving you shit, so don't ask for it.
Okay.
Don't give us your rider because we're not giving it to you.
Okay, and a festival can say that.
Festivals can say that all day because they paying you.
They paid you. Yeah. Fuck you. We got a tent.
Right.
We got a tent.
You got a tent that you gonna share with everybody, and you got an hour in that bitch.
And I can promise you, we got mad waters.
Yeah, we gonna have water. We gonna have food there. Don't worry about it. We're not ordering your fucking fish.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you think you want.
Food's gonna be.
It's gonna be a big. Craft service gonna be holding you down.
And artists be like whatever.
Whatever.
And if you a privileged artist, you could get. Shit.
I mean, yeah,
they be like, all right, we're not giving everybody a rider, but we're gonna give you 5 items or 10 items.
Come
on.
on.
Got your whole rider in, don't even trip.
Listen,
that was just a general statement.
If you had made in America and you're fucking Jay-Z, your trailer's over there. You know
and usually when you get main stage, like they got shit for you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta give you a little bit of, you know what I'm saying?
Little something.
And then you can ask for shit when you get there, but. For the most part, festivals is like, fuck out of here. You're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is happy to do it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
sense. Niggas is happy to do it.
But
when you go to venues, you go to a Live Nation venue.
Yeah.
Everything is there.
Yeah. That's when you be like, nah, nigga. That's when 7 cubes of ice. Not 6.
Not 6.
Not 8. 7.
You know what I'm saying? And they tell you like, and again, like sometimes it be like, yo, we got X amount of money to spend on your rider. And then I gotta be like, all right.
So you gotta budget it out?
Yeah, usually I'm taking my shit off. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm on a rider.
No doubt, right? Like
I got one bottle here. I got my own rider.
You got to. You gotta have something. Man, packing fucking gummy worms, something, nigga.
My sour candy, I don't even be eating that shit. Just make sure it's there.
Just make sure it's there.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you meet people and you spread it out.
Facts.
And then the other thing is, like, the workers be happy as fuck when you leave shit behind. You be like, yo.
Yeah, them niggas had a good rider. Like,
I be going to the workers like, yo, you want this bottle?
Showing some love. You know what I'm saying? So, the Live Nation venue shit, does that fuck up the game a little bit?
Yeah, like, hell yeah. Live Nation fucking.
Because they be cap the money you can get. Huh?
Bro, they control everything.
They control the iron fist.
What? Live Nation venue is strict as fuck, first of all.
Oh, yeah, word, huh? You can't get loose.
How many in your crew? What? All right. Who is that? Oh, you got a special guest? I don't give a fuck. You got. Who you gonna take off the list?
Damn.
Yo, we had gigs at Gigs pulled up the fucking.
Niggas tried to guest list Gigs out there.
Gigs left because he couldn't get in the back door with all his fucking 10 people.
Yeah, you know how that move.
I'm like, yo, look, they said them 4 niggas gotta go through the front door, bro. I'm sorry, you in security and your man, like you security and the other shooter can't come, but them niggas gotta go to the front door. What you want to do? And he ain't like it. So.
Sometimes I feel bad and I laugh on how many artists. Fucking entourages I must have snuck in clubs on. How much times I just see the movement was like, oh, all right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. We up in here. Like, come on. So that shit right there, Live Nation venues, they fucking up a time-honored tradition of letting niggas.
They definitely fucking it up because it's like, it be certain shit, cause like, you know me, like I done been through these places a lot of times. I be telling these niggas, you know, I understand you got a job to do.
Right.
But your job is based on my job right now. So I need you to make my job easy for me, nigga. And so now, my move now though, is like, when I got the artist, we got people, I'm like, yo, he not going in until they go in. So let them in first.
Okay.
We'll hold up. Like, yo, get your people, round them up. Tell me who the last one. This the last one? Alright, they gotta go in before he going in.
Okay.
You
so
see, we did a show in Brooklyn.
How many people is Skilly moving with? Jamaican shit, don't even get me started.
So what I really appreciate about Skilly is, most of the time when we moving, it's me, it's Skilly, it's his manager, and it's whatever security we got with us. Certain places you go, motherfuckers want to pull up. So if we going somewhere and fucking, you know, fucking, who loves this nigga? Rowdy Rebel loves this nigga.
Okay.
So we going out.
Y'all in Brooklyn on wild shit.
Rowdy Rebel with us. Rowdy Rebel and whoever he with gotta go with us.
Yeah.
So
and he's with 20 niggas.
Yeah. So we get to the spot and it's like, yo. So when we did we was in Miami and fucking Swanee and his peoples came with us to the after party we did, and it's like 30 niggas, 10 bitches.
Miami shit.
We gotta get all these people in. So we get to the door and I'm like, yo, listen, let Skilly and gang in first, but Skilly gotta get through the door, but he not going inside until everybody get in.
We gonna stand right here.
And then it got to a point where it was enough people to get in to where I was able to be like, yo, send them inside, make sure they coming in.
And see, you gotta orchestrate all this shit as a tour manager. This ain't your job, but it is your job.
It ain't my job, but like, who gonna do it?
Who else gonna do it?
Now we just all look crazy. So
because okay, you tour manager, what is your job? Your job was in the book, right? Was your job in the book? Your job was in the book. You didn't fuck with that job at the time that you read the book.
No, I actually.
You was like, nah, I'm gonna skip right over that. Skipping over all of that.
Might have been one night.
Roadie, you know.
Long, like,
no sir.
No, I don't know what that.
Not doing any of that.
So what I do is I basically organize all the logistics. And then like at the higher level, I also I ain't gonna say create, but I like implement the production. So right now I book all the flights, or have somebody book all the flights, hotels. Nice. Talk to the venue, give them the rider.
I should have called you when I went to Miami, man.
Find out from the venue, like, yo, what you know, what equipment y'all got in there. See, now with hip hop and with Skilly, it's easy because it's a DJ. That's it. It's R&B, nigga. It's the whole band back there. It's 3 keyboards. It's a guitar. It's an amp. It's a bass. It's a drum set.
Now we talking about luggage. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the good thing is with an R&B nigga. So with them, like a lot of times you do a show and you tell them what to order and have there ready for you already.
And the take is still the same, if not less. They're not paying you more because you got a band.
More,
you just got to split it more ways.
Yeah, you might be demanding more now, so you got to get to a higher level, which is why I think right now the R&B scene is so fucked because you can't just run around. R&B niggas can't just run around. They gotta have a whole band. They gotta have the music.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, niggas, it's not good. You know why? Because niggas can't fucking sing.
And it ain't even just that though. Niggas can't perform.
Man, okay, I'll take that too.
Because the motherfuckers that can sing,
they just might stand there and just be like, yeah, you know, they like certain people that's just talented and it's just like they don't quite have that presence. Now,
the reason why Jasmine Sullivan always can move, because she fucking doing it. First of all, she's singing her fucking heart out. She's singing better than anybody.
Yeah. And she's been on the stage a long time. She's been on stage her whole life.
And then she performing too.
Yeah.
her playing that motherfucking music and singing your head off.
Facts.
She can stand in one spot because she's doing something else.
But you know, like, this shit ain't about talent, like, at this point in the game. But talent does help move it, though.
Talent, for me, talent always reigns supreme. You look at who is at the top.
Wow. I like how you said that.
Look at who is at the top. The cream always rises, yo. The most talented niggas that do the work.
No doubt.
Win.
They win. Okay.
They win. Like, you.
That's what I tell my son all the time.
You can look at who's at the top.
Okay.
Right now. It's Drake, Travis Scott, her, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Like, these are people.
Yeah,
it don't matter. Beyonce, whenever she drop.
Yeah.
Whenever she drop. Whatever she drop.
Yeah.
People hating on the album. So what? The tour is going to be massive.
Wow, the tour is big. The album is big. I was in Miami the week it came out. Oh, yeah, okay. Popping.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so the talent always reigns. Like, you get these in and out. It's like we say, yo, it's a lot of people that come in the game, yo. It's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of motherfuckers who are popular, well-known, get a hit, one-hit wonder, this, that, and the third, talk about on the internet all the time. And there's motherfuckers who name you don't know who can go on tour for 3 months straight.
Fact. I mean, you know, The Roots is always my favorite example of a band that really, they made their shit by leaving here, by not fucking with the popular stuff.
Yeah, because The Roots, yo, The Roots is probably like one of the most legendary band, but they probably like, as just an artist in general, you don't really know them.
No.
As an artist?
No. Nobody knows The Roots for real in America like that. The niggas is on Jimmy Fallon every night.
Jimmy Fallon.
Just, you know.
They got peers who was bigger than them in their, you know, when it was The Roots.
Yeah.
Like.
But they The Roots, they like internationally, they went out across the world and represented hip hop across the fucking globe.
And so that's the beauty of the game too.
Yeah, you fucking like, with the more global side of this thing.
Yeah, I'm a commercial nigga though. Okay. Too. Like I want.
You want the hit.
I want the hits.
You want a hit record.
My fucking remote mentor is Diddy. Puffy.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying?
If you're in the game, why don't you want to be Diddy?
That's who I'm
if you in the game, why don't you want to be Diddy?
And so like Diddy he got one legendary artist, nigga. Maybe I'll say Mace is a legend too.
I mean, no, that's a stretch. Mace is cool. Mace is great, but Mace is not a legend.
Diddy got one legend. I guess you could say Mary J. You could credit him with Mary J.
I'm not giving Diddy Mary J.
All right, so we ain't giving him Mary J. So he got one.
I'm not giving Diddy Mary J.
He got one.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at him.
Yeah. Now, legendary records?
Records is a different story. But what does that mean? That means the artist, at that time at least.
Right, that artist performed. But none of those artists transcended. And it's arguable that his one legendary artist only transcended because he died. That's arguable. I'm not a nigga to argue that. Yeah. Listen, I'm just saying. I love Biggie.
Devil's advocate argument.
Yeah, that's a devil because.
But look,
I like to say Biggie's the best, but Jay-Z might be the greatest because of the body of work.
And look, you can sit back and say, yo, what would Biggie have done if he didn't die? What would have happened? What would he been?
It's a lot of ifs. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ifs.
How would his longevity have? So yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, he was the legend. It was like, yo, you could have put you. He was the star.
Yes, but it was weird how he made everybody else the star too, because then it was like, what the fuck? Loon? Here's Loon? We got, the fuck is Carl Thomas?
Exactly.
Who are these niggas? Mario Winans?
None before him, none after. And then you can't say that the niggas stopped trying. After they flamed out with Diddy, would they stop? No, they was doing shit.
But when they was with Diddy, it was lit.
Right, because Diddy had the formula. It wasn't about them niggas. It was like, yo, I'm gonna go make this happen. I can do this with anybody.
Facts. Goddamn. Diddy. Okay, so that's your model. That's the model, yo. That's what you try to do.
But that also goes to show that a lot of people, like, a lot of people could get on. What you gonna do when you get on? Are you gonna stay on? You know what I'm saying? How you handle when you fall off? What you do after you fall off? It's a different story. But it's a lot of ways. Like, the reason why I be like, yo, I don't want to deal with artists, like I don't want to manage artists and all of that, is because they come in and go.
They do.
Real fast.
Yeah, I mean, there's no longevity in that. You know that, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, what it is longevity in the game, though. Like you said, the game don't change.
You look at the major players, they've been doing it for 40 years.
Clive Davis and those type of things.
Still out here.
Yeah,
Russell Simmons.
Barry Gordy's still alive. Let's not forget. Motown is still an active record label, and Barry Gordy is very much so alive. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me ask you this. You not in the hip hop world super hard. But what's your dealings with the whole Lucian situation and all of those type of niggas? Like the gym niggas and their little taste making and shit like that. They be driving the whole conversation, yo.
For me, the one thing that like kind of frustrates me sometimes is when you do see the execs, the big execs. They some white dude that don't know what the fuck.
And this is who niggas answer to.
This is who
you gotta come in and convince that so and so is lit.
And they doing a better job now, or like putting people in place to be like, yo, you the cool nigga, you know what's going on. You go hire the team, set it up, make it happen.
But all the profits still rolling uphill.
Man,
no question.
Cause I don't even know what I guess they just own. It's like when you talk about the Live Nation shit, right? It's the same thing. It's just the ownership of it all. They own it. So like they own Sony Music, which means they own half the music distribution, publishing.
You're not getting paid before they get paid.
You're not getting paid before they getting paid.
Period. And like, yo, a long time ago, somebody used to say to me like, the artist is the last person to get paid. You still feel like that?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because look, right? The artist gets in. Whoever they got to split with, let's just say it's just them and the manager. That's 20% to the manager.
Off bucks.
Off top.
So even at a show, like I mean.
Yeah, everything.
Especially at a show.
Every single thing.
You the last nigga. You gonna be the last one to touch the bread.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want him.
You get.
You know what I'm saying? That's the manager.
Look at
20%.
me. Let me hold that.
Immediately. Gross.
I'm not here.
The first one is gross, right? Then that.
Thank you.
20% of gross.
I love that. Love that.
And
love
then
that.
Of course it's Uncle Sam. But
of
then,
course.
Like, and you talking about an independent artist. This is just an independent artist. It's Uncle Sam. He got to get his piece. Now you get paid, artist. That's you get half of that. That's half just independent. Now, if you talk about you got a label, the label got to get. Let me tell you what's been making niggas crash out. The production company.
The production company.
You know when these artists go, yo, my label won't let me drop music.
Yeah. Everybody, that's niggas' favorite thing to say on Twitter.
They got the almighty production deal.
Oh man.
Okay, so you get a production deal, right? When you ain't shit, you sign a production deal, and those people spend all their money to get you hot. They spend the studio time. They probably get you like pay for your abortion.
Right. Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying?
Get your hair braided.
Absolutely. Send
they
your daddy money in jail if he needs something.
So when they go upstream you to get signed to a label, when they call their friends and say, yo, I got this artist that's ready to blow, let me get a deal. They get 50%.
50%?
Production deal, you sign it 50%.
Hold up, just because they brought you to the label?
No, just because, again, they spent 3 years sustaining your lifestyle.
Facts. Yeah, and on the whatever level they felt like it.
Whatever level they felt like it.
Right.
Whatever money they felt like
you, if it was big money, cool. If it
was a Coca-Cola soda.
Right. That's it.
We need that back.
We need that back. Exactly.
We need that Coca-Cola soda back.
Eesh. All the Cokes I bought you.
So now as the artist, if you split that 50, then you did your 20, then you pay your taxes.
Yeah. Ew. You talk about spending, actually touching a quarter of your money.
Yeah. Max.
And then like, so how security and all of that get paid? You gotta pay
Security
them
just get
out.
paid a flat rate.
Okay.
So you say security, you $500 a day, $500.
All right.
So now you got to pay security. So you made 50 on the show. You got a production company, 50. That's 25.
That's 25.
25 on your table.
Yeah.
Then the manager percentage, 20%. Now the manager might be smart. If I'm smart, and see, this is why I ain't even get into business, because what I know about the business with owning an artist.
Right, man, for real. Doug, talk about it. That's what it is. And you know,
it is savagery.
bro,
Because I can make a production company.
music industry is the gates of hell, man.
I can make a production company, make your first project.
Mm-hmm.
I get 50% off your deal. I could be your manager, and I could be your tour manager.
Wow.
What percentage of your money am I making?
Take a 70 home before they even touch anything. Wow.
And then I'm gonna hire you a booking agent because we need.
I used to come here in a barbershop, and that was the commissions. I was trying to tell you.
I worked real estate. I said, yo, I'm not coming in your office unless I'm making 80% commission. They want to give you 50. They want you to start out at 50-50 at the real estate. That's why I had to get up out of there.
Get up out
They
of
want
there.
you to do 50-50 for what? It's the same thing. It's a scheme. It's the same scheme. You know what I'm
They
saying?
just riding off of your hard work until you get hip enough to do it on your own.
But even when you're hip enough, right, you still gotta work
Now-
your way up the scale.
Now again, like you said, you seen hella artists flip from being artists to being like in the industry.
Mhm.
How much have you seen flip from being in the industry or being artists to being like independently able to pull off what the industry is doing? Like independently make music, make money off music. It's not a lot of people that's really doing that.
So honestly, though, it is a lot of people that's doing it, and this is where you get the artists coming in talking about, I'm in a slave deal.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas are running production companies.
Oh.
I got 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, fucking million, whatever it is you got in your pocket. You say, yo, artist, I think you hot. Let me fund your career. Studio time, send me the bill.
Right.
You gotta go show to do, go buy an outfit, get a car service, pull up looking sweet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my homie. I'm gonna tell him to send out
You
the
send
Rolls
out
Royce
the
for you.
red, exactly. They got
Boom.
the rolls, you know.
You got a little joint. You want to get a hotel room tonight? Yeah, go ahead. You want to go fly to LA? We all going.
Mm-hmm.
This is all business trips. This is all business.
And the dude is writing all of this off, every bit of
Writing
it.
it off in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Billing it back when we get the deal.
When you get paid, getting paid twice off of it. Wow. Cause now you got the deal, so
So
hold
that's
up.
what everybody doing. Like niggas used to be artists, they producers, they this, they that. They was like on the fringe of the game. They might have been a tour manager before, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Now they got production.
Go get you an
companies.
artist, you the production company. You making 50% off that event.
That's funny, cause that's what Kanye. I always think about that when Kanye was talking about on that Last Call record. He was like the artist. He was supposed to sign by a production company, but instead he went straight to the label.
Exactly.
And he was like, Kanye, I was like, oh, because Kanye was about to rape
Kanye
this
was
nigga.
about to strip him. Kanye was about to strip him because he got stripped.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
goodness. Oh my goodness.
So he
man.
started stripping niggas on good music.
Ben.
Yo, I gotta get mine because that's what happens. Hurt people. So like that's where I be like, yo, that's the money in the game. That's how niggas is millionaires, billionaires off the music industry because they own the whole shit.
Factory.
So me, I told myself like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put you in a production deal and do all that. I'm gonna go straight management. I'm
Right.
gonna go get you signed to the biggest
Yeah.
deal because they still gonna be the same.
And I'm gonna still get my 20%.
I'm gonna just be the tour manager.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm not gonna go out and hire all of these people because
Because
you
that's
got me.
right. That's your bankroll. You
You know what I'm saying?
gotta put your money.
And by the
in.
time I get an artist, I own the touring company. So yeah, I'm still eating off you.
Exactly.
But you're gonna be happy to do it because you're gonna eat off of you. Because I'm gonna put you in.
So
You know
what
I'm
does
saying?
a touring company do?
So it's honestly like So you need a tour management, right? So for me, in my head, there's like there's probably like 4 major touring companies out there right now that's doing all the work.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, they all do different shit, right? One of them is big on production. Now the one that's killing the game right now is this white boy who I was on tour with him before,
Mm-hmm.
and like they got me a part of the team, but like I was like kind of on some because I'm on some autonomy shit, like for real. Like if you, I want to see your method and I want to do it myself. I don't want to fucking work for you.
Right.
So
nobody wants.
They got big production, like they do all the production. They dope as hell at production, and then a lot of the production managers do tour management.
All right.
So touring company, there's that one. There's one actually in DC who owns a fleet, and that's what they good at.
Mm-hmm.
Tour buses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the nigga out of Atlanta who he has. So my company is gonna be this. I offer touring services.
Okay. The whole package.
I'm the Airbnb of nigga. You need security. It's coming through me. I'm gonna hire your security. I'm gonna hire your driver.
I got a whole package for you.
But I don't own this shit.
No doubt. Because, and you contracting all of these services out to,
but it comes through me.
Yeah, but it come through you. I love it. Okay, I love it.
So that's how I'm setting my shit up right now.
If you got good clients, because you went in the industry, you know people, you got good clients, niggas would be glad to work with you. I'm trying to get the contract with my man else.
Yeah.
So,
and my only problem right now is mad niggas want me to work for them, and I'm just like, I get clients by myself. Like, and I appreciate when you bring me somebody, you getting your cut off of that.
I'm gonna tell you, like, you on the right path. You should definitely build your own dream, because motherfuckers will, in fact, hire you to build theirs.
Hell yeah.
If you don't build your own dream, niggas will hire you to build theirs, yo. So you on the right path. But sometimes, in certain situations, it's good to work under just the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how, like you say, Diddy, he fucked with Andre Harrell until Harrell was like, yo, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like.
You want to outgrow a situation.
I'm making my business to do that with niggas, like, so right now, Skilly is my own independent thing, but I got with the Tone Stith, it's like, my man, he's like on her management team, he's starting his own shit. And he's big in the R&B where like he get jobs all the time, people hitting him up, he turning shit down, he hitting me like, yo, you available? I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, I take it.
Right.
And so with him, I'm like, I'm working with him, helping him build his joint, because I'm like, yo, I fuck with you. You always gave me a shot. And then, I believe in what you got going on. I know your artist is going to be top artist. So I got to, I like building with the new artists, the young artists who I know.
You got a good eye for it.
You know what I'm saying? And so with him, I'm like, yo, boom, I'm rocking with y'all. And then my man, my white boy, I'm still going to rock with him, because the nigga who I started tour management with, like, we both was, our first tour together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was outside.
We was figuring that shit out.
Yeah, y'all was outside together.
And he handled production, and I handled like the artist. Like you know what I'm saying. I made sure he got to the fucking Sprinter on time.
Up in the morning in hotel lobbies and shit.
Word, exactly. And so he still working for our white boy homie. And like that nigga done moved to LA. He like, yo, I gotta be closer to
the action,
so I could, you know what I'm saying, pick up every little thing. And I'm like, yo, I get that. You know what I'm saying? And they still, they still call me to, do certain shit, and we fucking got a fantasy football league and all that shit. So I stay in touch with them.
Y'all niggas got a draft coming up, it's draft time.
Yeah, we got a little keeper league. That shit, man, I drafted in like I think I drafted in like 2 weeks.
You gotta get the draft going, man. I'm
I'm
looking for a league. I'm trying to take the money this year.
I started paying, I just woke up to it, like, the nigga Jeremy, he be shit.
That boy love to gamble.
Yeah, that's his thing. That nigga, like, y'all niggas live close and shit.
I know. He lives somewhere, like, he's in Highsville now.
That nigga, the best way to describe where he live, that nigga live on campus, bro.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
He live on Georgia Avenue, nigga.
Wow, okay, good for him.
See Ho Chi from his window.
Oh, man, yo, he's out here wilding. He's seeing the destruction of Georgia Avenue as we all do it.
Yeah, he's sitting there watching it.
That shit crazy. Yeah. You see they finally tore that shit down right next to Howard? Bruh.
They about to put some shit right there.
That's about to be some shit.
They about to put some shit right
Boy, oh boy, that's about to be some shit. And you know, man, as an HU guy, was anything ever in them buildings? I don't remember nobody ever living in there,
I think
going
them
in and
shits
out of
empty.
them joints. Them shits was
Empty by the time I got there.
That's what I'm saying. And fuck it, you talk about empty by the time you got there. I grew up here. Them shit's been empty my whole life to my recollection. I don't remember none of that shit being active. So it was a waste of space. But what they doing there is not going to be a positive use of space. They going
it's probably going to be some.
They going luxury apartments, fuckery ass retail. That's not going to be related to HU in no positive way. You see the joint where next to the towers, man, all white people live in that joint. Bruh. It's a wild time we live in, man. This shit crazy, man.
White people all living down that whole strip.
But shit, you on tour, you see this shit all across the world. Would I gather to say that this is a pretty much a trend you see everywhere?
Everywhere.
When you was in London, like,
everywhere.
You watch Top Boy?
Nah.
Top Boy is the shit, dog.
I watched the first season. What I didn't like was how the niggas kept getting robbed.
Hey, them niggas, yo.
Yo, what are y'all doing?
Yo,
London
niggas, man, they be having fisticuffs. Niggas be getting beat up. Rob, kidnap.
Yeah, that's the funny shit.
All
like,
type
niggas was doing all that shit with knives.
But you know, in America, niggas just shoot. just shoot.
Drop.
Blah! You know what I'm saying?
But I like it though. I like the fact that they, you know what I'm saying, had that. I was telling Skilly and them when we was out there, I'm like, yo, we was just standing there talking with the security. I'm like, yo, we went somewhere like random ass town while we was in Birmingham. We stopped to get something to eat. And we like, his Skilly manager like, yo, we gotta be careful. We don't know what the fuck going on around here. I'm like, bro, listen.
Birmingham is like low key the ends that you know.
I'm like, look, let me tell you something. I feel safe more often than not wherever I go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't on no bullshit. I ain't bringing no bullshit. I'm respecting niggas' neighborhoods and shit. But the one thing I care about out here, I'm appreciative of out here, is if a nigga want to do something, he got to get real close to me. And that's a toss-up.
That's a toss-up. Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Put your hands up, G. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you coming out with me with a knife, like, I got a little bit.
Put your shit up,
able
bro.
to get away. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? But like,
so I tell niggas, I'm like, yo, I like London because you want to do something, you got to pull up on me. Come, you know what I'm saying? And if for that, like, if you feel enough to want to scrap, like, I had to do something to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So, and I ain't on no bullshit, like, so.
You out there chilling, man. When you with your artists too, yo, like, you try to be in a more positive space.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you try to stay out of it. You see some shit going left, you going the right way.
It's hard to catch an attitude
baby.
around them.
Autumn want to say hi.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's Autumn. Hey. Okay, Autumn. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, what's up, baby? All right, that's what
hey,
right
Autumn.
here. Yes.
You know you can't do that.
Sugi. All right, look. I'm podcasting a little bit right now. Like streaming, you know what I'm saying? Doing the thing. Like I'm doing the thing, baby. Okay? So I'm gonna come upstairs, we're gonna play. We can get into some iPad activities or something like that.
No, why would you get your
I know. I don't know why I said that.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
Wow, Pau Gasol gets his jersey retired?
Pau Gasol is a legend. Pau Gasol is a Laker legend, G, man. Shit, yo. That else, man, shit. We just had a joint, man. We just had a whole little pod right now, man. For real, son. Like a whole entire pod, G. Like just on the humble.
Word.
Yeah, man. Look at me. Hey, you off camera too. You industry anonymous, yo. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, that's how you do it. Lowest of keys. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the shit is good though. Like overall, it's like you get to be around people who like are fucking stars, but they ain't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be cool. Like we was out. Where was that? We was in London at Wireless. Everybody was out there chilling, nigga. Little baby, little Uzi, the city girls. Everybody just out like in the little open.
Just in the open little, just talking to each other.
Chilling,
Yeah.
Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Bia walks over like, anybody got a lighter? Security guard steps over. She's like, it's all good. You know, I'm just
saying hi.
You know,
Yeah.
lighting up with some new friends. I'm like, Listen, and when you in those spaces, like
Mhm.
people who normally wouldn't talk to you,
Yeah. Now they talk
free to
because
say whatever.
absolutely because y'all on the same. You must got to be here for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's up?
And that be the coolest shit, cause like for me, like when I go in these rooms with niggas, I try to stay out the way, cause I'm like,
For all this work, you could be an artist, nigga. Like that's how shit be. You could be an artist.
yeah. So I dead ass keep it like, I talk to artists, and like I said, I try to talk to them like normal people. Cause,
Niggas is
you know
normal.
what I'm saying? They appreciate that too.
Niggas
Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? And so niggas be sparking up conversations like, yo,
Niggas
we
be
was
bored.
yo, Khaled is a talking ass nigga. And he like the most open, cool conversations in the world, bro. Like,
DJ
But
Khaled.
sitting there spitting hella game.
Niggas
Like
be talking.
I respect that nigga so much more. Like I always looked at he always been like I tell niggas all the time, like, yo, if you gonna roll out a project, you gotta roll it out like DJ Khaled do.
Yo, you know something?
You gotta still DJ Khaled's roll out.
I was talking to my fam, my peoples, Emperor Sound, about Khaled because if you know about Khaled, his origin is as a dancehall DJ.
That's what he told us.
Bruh, Khaled started out spinning records at dances.
He was like, yo, Jamaica. He was like, Jamaica took me in. I was like, where he got his
Took him
bread.
in,
He was like, yo, that shit. He was like, yo, Jamaica changed his life.
changed his life. He is the original playing Big Chills. Voila,
He was
voila.
like, yo, that's
Just
really
the
how he got
energy,
hot.
the craziness of.
That's crazy.
So my man was telling me, like, man, what? We know Khaled, man. Khaled used to be around the sound. He used to be around that, man. I'll be by Yard and Harborview all the time, just
Mhm.
kicking it. I'm like, yo, that's
He
crazy.
got mad love for Jamaica.
Yeah,
It's
man.
Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yo, all that's valid, man. Dog, man, we can do this all day, Els, man. I'm about to
Nah,
go up
you
here
already
and play
know,
with my
yeah,
babies.
yeah, family
Man,
time.
love you, bro.
My nigga,
Man,
appreciate
thank
it,
you for
as
coming
always.
through, niggas. For real, man. Come on, we outside, man. Bam.